Hello and welcome to the Culinary Exchange. My name is Matthew, and in this video we are making a delicious appetizer or side dish, asparagus with Hollandaise sauce. Let's collect the ingredients we need to make our asparagus in Hollandaise sauce. We will need, for our recipe, we will need 1 pound of green or white asparagus, 2 eggs, 1 lemon. We will need a tablespoon of water, a dash of salt, and a dash of cayenne pepper. For this recipe, I've taken a pound of green asparagus. You can use white asparagus if you can get it. I like to choose the thinner stalks of asparagus because they're usually more tender. And the first thing I'm going to do is just find where the tender part is and just snap it off. This end is a little bit rough and not really nice to eat. To make the asparagus just a tiny bit more tender, I'm taking my vegetable peeler and I'm just running it along the stalk just to take that outer skin of the asparagus off. Just be gentle, not too deep. So the first thing to make the Hollandaise sauce, I have to separate my eggs. I only need the yolks. And there are tons of ways to do this. I find just cracking the egg into my impeccably clean hands the easiest way to do it. And I have 2 bowls, one to collect the whites and one for my yolks. And I'm just going to do that and give a little up and down there. And there you have it, 2 egg yolks. Very easy. The next thing I'm going to do is juice my lemon. Now for a Hollandaise sauce, it should be lemony and buttery. That's what we're looking for, that balance. And so we don't want to skimp on the lemon part. And I'm going to use a fresh lemon, that's the best. And I'm just using my reamer. I'm going to squeeze the juice right into the bowl. So to make the Hollandaise sauce, the first thing we're going to do is get it out of our heads that making Hollandaise sauce is difficult, because it's not. It's rather straightforward. It just takes a little bit of practice to get it right. Now I have a glass bowl here, and it's heat proof because it will ultimately end up on a double boiler, so that's important. The first thing I'm going to do is add my egg yolks. The next thing I'm going to add is a tablespoon of water. And you might not think that the water is that important, but it actually is, because it's going to help the egg yolks make a good emulsion with the fat from the butter, and it'll help it stay together. So that water is very important. I'm going to add a tablespoon of our lemon juice. And again, we're adding the lemon juice because it's the driving flavor in the Hollandaise sauce. We're looking to get a good balance of butteriness and lemoniness. If you want a hack to help make the sauce come together a little bit easier and make sure the emulsion is a little bit stronger, the trick would be to add a teaspoon of cornstarch, a dash of salt, a dash of cayenne, and we're going to whisk this together. I've placed the butter in a small saucepan and I put a medium-low heat under it. I've allowed the butter to melt, and we want the butter to be lukewarm to warm when we make our emulsion. I'm also going to let the butter sit for just a minute to let the solids settle out of it. Classically, a Hollandaise sauce would be made with clarified butter, but if we just take a minute and let the solids settle to the bottom, it'll make a perfectly fine Hollandaise sauce. And you can even, if you want to make the extra effort, take a spoon and just scrape the solids off the top. I just want to make sure it's as easy as possible to drizzle my butter into the egg yolks. So I've put the butter into this milk frother and it has a little lip on it, which should help make the pouring easy. I have a small pot on the stove. It's got a little bit of water in it, and I've heated it to just a gentle simmer. This is going to be the bottom of my double boiler. You can see the tiniest of bubbles in the water. This is ready. So I have my egg yolks. I'm going to put these right on top, and I'm going to continue to whisk these until they've doubled in volume and gotten ribbony. Perfect. Now we'll remove this from the heat and drizzle in the butter. I have my cooked ribbony egg yolks and my melted butter. I'm just going to start whisking them together. Let the butter get incorporated, then add a little more. Now you can just keep this sauce in a nice warm spot on the stove. Test for seasoning. Lemony, buttery, nice balance of both. A dash of cayenne coming through. Perfect. I have my steamer on the stove. It's just a big pot with a little insert in it. It's actually quite handy to have in the kitchen. I have a little bit of water in the bottom pot and it's boiling away. And I'll just remove the lid and place the asparagus right in. I'm going to steam the asparagus until it's just tender. My asparagus has been steaming away for about 2 minutes and it's gotten nice and tender, and it's gotten beautifully bright green too, and it's done. I don't want to overcook it, it'll just get mushy, which wouldn't be very nice. We have our delicate and delicious asparagus just steamed. Take just a dollop of that rich hollandaise sauce and we'll just spoon it right on top. I love a good thick hollandaise. And as I said, if you want yours a little bit thinner, just whisk in a little bit of warm water. And there you have it. Beautiful steamed asparagus with a rich, thick hollandaise sauce. Great for a side dish or appetizer. Thanks for watching. For more great recipes and cooking tips, click the link below. That'll take you to www.theculinaryexchange.com. Have a look around. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm Matthew. Thanks for watching.